This is a continuation of the video that I did of Bloomfield Avenue from the mid of town to the west side, and we're now going towards the Verona Community Center. I'm doing a special video on this place because it's the focus of so much of our life in Verona, and there are also a lot of fields that other teams from other towns play in, and it might be useful to document it here. The community center and the fire department engine number 1 are in the same physical building, but of course they're split because of security concerns and access to the fire department. You can see that it was built in 1997. Okay. What you see ahead of you is the main entrance, but there's also a side entrance that I'll show you later. So, the fire department on the left side, the community center itself straight ahead, and now on the left side. So the community center has a lot of stuff in it, in addition to the fire department. On the second floor, we have a basketball court and a meeting room. And on this floor, there's a large ballroom and administrative offices. I think the tax assessor is there, and also building permits and that type of stuff are in this section. This is the alternate entrance for the municipal offices. And this is access to the kitchen and the ballroom for catering places that might need that access. Handicap parking. Across the way is a playground. Let's go there real quick. This is redone in the last year or two. Also seems to have some workout equipment. And what is surrounding this is a baseball field. And there's a scene of the playground. Restrooms were added during the renovation. Okay. Let's get back out to the main building. So there was a change when they repaved the facility in the traffic flow. I'm going to show that to you real quick because it confused an awful lot of people when they did it, but it kind of makes sense. So if you're driving into the off the main entrance, then all traffic has to make a left. And what happens when you do that is you come to the second floor of the building where there's a meeting room and a basketball court. On the right hand side is an adjunct or secondary building of the community center. You have bathrooms for all the athletic fields. You have some rooms on the second floor where some exercise classes are held. And when the library had to be renovated, the library was moved to this facility. Come around to the upper level parking. It turns out to be very good for the basketball court and the second floor office, second floor workspace. So that's the entrance off the upper parking for the gymnasium and for the fireman's room. Traffic flow has us continuing this way, and most of our communications run through that. Any noises you hear playing are from a lacrosse camp that's taking place. So this flows around. Now, beyond those trees, there's another field, and I'll show you how to get there. and actually 2 upper fields that are soccer type fields or football. Most of the football is played at the high school, has its own football field. Now this extra building next to the community center that we spoke about earlier, on the far side of the building does have some garages and stuff that the Public Works Department would use. I'll show that to you real quick. Okay, that's the baseball field is called Verona Veterans Recreation Complex. That's everything. But let's go up the hill a little bit. That's called Centennial Field. That's the field that's been here a pretty long time. Turf field for soccer, lacrosse. Now, this is an alternate way out of the complex. It brings you to a street called White Rock Road. Those of you in the area know that that's where the Exxon station is. And it's just a way out. It's one way outbound and can help with traffic when an event is finished. Actually, from here, we have a pretty good view of the lacrosse field. Okay, so these are the upper fields, part of the whole complex, accessible through White Rock Road or through the ramp that we just came down. Let's take a quick look. This field is called Liberty Field. I didn't know that they were doing baseball or softball at Liberty Field. Well, guess it's been a while. And I should say those buildings on the other side of the street are in North Caldwell. And that complex goes back quite a ways. That street that those trucks are on, called White Rock Road, if you take it up the mountain another quarter mile, half mile, there are two large residential rental complexes. This is called Freedom Field. If you ever wanted to go hiking at the hilltop, there is a trailhead up White Rock Road in that direction, right before you get to the residential buildings. This area, before it was developed, had a prison. And further up the hill, in another section, had a sanatorium for tuberculosis. So when I moved into town, those things were still existing, but they were long shut down. And now we have this. I'll give you a better view of the houses in Caldwell. I think the developer is called Four Seasons. So this is White Rock Road. We're going downhill to the Exxon station. And if you go uphill, it goes to White Rock Road. The two big buildings are 100 White Rock Road, 200 White Rock Road. So that's a tour of the community center grounds. A lot going on here. And I hope if you're trying to find your way around here, maybe that will help. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.